All right, so I was recently going through my videos and I realized that I never did a full video on this Grand Seiko. I could have swore that I did, but apparently I didn't, and I've had it for a while. Um, but I don't really want to. I didn't want to spend the time and do that video today. So I want to talk about, as the title said, grab and go watches, and just kind of have a little discussion about that. I don't know if we'll call it a Dirkscussion, but maybe, I guess. So you have different types of watches, right? There's an automatic watch, which this Tudor Ranger Heritage is an automatic watch. There's no see-through case back, but basically as you wear it, it winds itself. And so that it will just, if this was the only watch you wore every day, it would never need to be wound. It would never need to be set. You'd set it once and you'd forget it, right? It has a power reserve. I don't remember exactly what this is. 48-hour power reserve, let's call it. A couple of days. So you could take it off and you could wear a different watch for the day. And then when you come back to this one, it's still going. Okay, so that's an automatic watch. Then you have a mechanical watch, which I don't own a strict mechanical watch, that you then have to wind every day. And it runs for, again, like 24 hours, maybe 36 hours, but it doesn't automatically wind itself as you wear it. Okay, that's a mechanical watch. And then you've got quartz watches, which are these guys. Battery-powered watches. So you can get them in digital, G-Shock style, Casio Royale, World Timer style. This one was modded by Alex. Or you can get dressy, Grand Seiko, high accuracy, high polish finish, fancy dress watch. These are just going to run. Okay, this one is solar powered and there's a battery, but when it'll start to flash low up here in the corner, and I just throw it in the windowsill and then it charges itself. This one also can update through Bluetooth to my phone, things like that. So you don't really have to set it either. This guy you have to set, and there's a battery inside, which you can just change, and away you go. No solar on this one. This guy has an internal battery that you got to take it to. I mean, I guess you could do it yourself. You could. I did not. I took it to my AD, and he fixed it up in like 10 minutes. Handed it back to me, and away you go. This one is a great grab and go watch. This is my grab and go watch. So what oftentimes happens with a mechanical and automatic watches, after the power reserve, it dies. Like the Air King here is dead. I would need to shake it, wind it, get it moving, and then set the time either to the Grand Seiko, pull up the app on my phone, time.gov, look at that and set it accurately, and then I can wear it. So that's the difference between these two, is this one's always going. I can just grab it and go. This one, if I haven't worn it in a few days, like I haven't worn this one, it's just dead sitting in the watch box, and it may take me a couple of minutes to get it going, get it set, put it on my wrist. So that's why we call it a grab and go watch. Now, I love this Grand Seiko because of its super high accuracy. This is plus or minus 10 seconds a year. The Rolex Air King is plus or minus 2 seconds a day. The Tudor, I don't remember. Your typical Seikos are plus or minus 30 seconds a day. There is even another level above this particular Grand Seiko. This is the SBGN003, by the way. GMT. True GMT, so I can set to the hour hand separate. There is one higher level of the F9 or 9F quartz movement that's plus or minus 5 seconds a year. So it's crazy accuracy. I like this watch a lot, but it is a 39 millimeter. So it's a little bit small on my wrist from what I normally wear. I wish it was a 40 or 41 millimeter, and I would like it a lot better. But it is a great grab and go. I've kind of evolved, I think, from these as my grab and go watches. I want something just a little bit nicer, a little bit dressier. So that's why I gravitate more towards the Grand Seiko. The Air King is a 40 millimeter. Just to give you, it just, I don't know, it is different on my wrist than the Grand Seiko. It's just, it's 1 millimeter. So maybe size does matter. I don't know. You guys tell me. So the Grand Seiko doesn't get worn as much as some of my other watches. And this is a 41 millimeter, which is up and running because I actually wore this one today. So that's what they look like on my 7¼ inch wrist, just to give you kind of a difference there. So grab and go watches are great. I think everybody should have, and most of my watch collector friends have some sort of a grab and go watch. If you've got multiple watches, which I do gravitate towards the Rolex, and I do gravitate towards my Omega Planet Ocean. So those two are generally up and running because I'll switch off from them day to day. If it's a weekend, I may not put a watch on at all because I may not leave the house and I'm just putzing around the house, cleaning, watching TV, making some videos, things like that. I may not put a watch on, so they may both be dead come Monday morning. Okay, I got to spin one up. But generally speaking, either the Planet Ocean or the Air King are up and running, so I don't necessarily need to go to one of my grab and goes. Just depends on my mood, really. So let me know if you'd want a full video on this one. I don't know. I think my watch videos that are strictly just a video about a watch don't get a lot of views. I'm glad to do it. If people are interested, I can give you more details on this one. But again, it is the SBGN 003. I think it retails for about $3,200 at the time that I bought it. I got it used for a screaming deal, so I can't complain. There are no micro adjusts on the clasp, so it is a little bit tough to get it fit properly. And I don't love the fit still, just where the clasp is, but super accurate. And the battery lasts about 3 years or so. So I don't know. Just a quick discussion. Let me know, what do you guys have? What are you wearing? Do you have a mechanical? Do you have automatic? Do you have a quartz? Yes, an automatic is a mechanical, but there's the distinction of the automatic is going to wind itself. The mechanical is not. You have to hand wind it every day. So let me know your thoughts on the grab and go phenomenon, if you will, or discussion. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. I know, a little bit different, but hey, you get what you get.